Welcome back to Need for Speed Heat. Ladies and gents, today is the guide you've been waiting for. It's launch day. Hopefully you've been enjoying the game, or if you're waiting to pick it up, this is one to save to your favorites. Now, Need for Speed Heat is my game, alright? It's my game, it's mine. I love it so much. Make sure you hit that subscribe button to stay up to date with everything I'm about to do. But firstly, let's get into a money guide. Now, I'm about to buy this car, and I'm level 25. How on earth has he just bought this? Well, he still has a lot of money left to go. I'm going to show you how you can make easy money in this game. Let's have a cheeky listen, shall we? Oh yeah, this is what you want. You want to be rich like me? See, I got a new Lamborghini. Okay, let's get started with it. This is going to be a little bit different. Normally, it's post-commentary. But this game, it needs a little bit of a different explanation. I did some experimenting. First off, you're going to want to win some races. I know this sounds obvious and it sounds like some generic thing, but let me show you this one event that I just did that took 4 minutes. Not too bad, actually. Gives me, how much? 42,000 monies. That's a lot of money. That's enough for 2 parts, a car in most instances. Now, luckily, this was my first run, so you can see the event money is still the same. But something changes once you actually do the event twice, sometimes just once. Once again, flying across the line for the second time. This Lamborghini needs some upgrades. But as you'll see, I am learning to drive this a little bit quicker each time. 42,000 again in the bank. 2 races, and we've made back almost half of the value of this car. But this is where the problem begins, my friends. 32,000. Now, if you're a keen eye, you'll notice that that's gone down by about 10,000. Now, sure, that's still a very significant amount of money. You can do that again if you would want to. But you'll notice that earlier on, you'll see some events. For example, this is one of the first ones that I tried to grind. It is 23,000, but very quickly, after 3 or 4 times of doing that same event, it'll drop down to nearly 3,000, I think it did at one point. Maybe 6. But either way, that's a lot less than you were making beforehand. So, there is a very simple trick to fix this. I want to say trick. Normally, I'm not a massive fan of telling you, oh, it's a glitch. But realistically, this isn't a glitch. It's just the way of the world in this game. To stop us grinding money on the same event over and over again, you can hold retry, do it twice. And once you've done it twice, teleport to your garage. So you can pause the game, go to garage, return. In the garage, press the map, and you shall see, my friends, the event we just did seconds ago is back to 42,000. Yes, all you have to do to reset the money on events is go back to the garage. Now, there's a few ways you can make use of this. What I tend to do is do an event twice, holding triangle to retry after you've beat the event. Do it twice, and then move to another event. If you go to another event, that event hasn't been affected by the reducing of the money. Do those events twice. Sometimes only work once, for example, this one. Go back to your garage after you've done all your favorite events, come back outside, and do it all over again. They were quite sneaky. That was something I had to work out, because originally I thought, oh, maybe if we switch to night, maybe it just nerfs them completely after you've done them once. You also earn a huge 40% bonus if you play online with other people. That means even if you're second or third, you'll be making more money than if you came first on your own. What I like to do with these videos in general is tell you, leave your PSN or Xbox Live name in the comments with what platform you play, add people, be friends, and then you play events together and you can make some money. If you're on the PS4, you can join our community and you can see a bunch of different sessions of people playing the game, so you can join them and have a ball. I would also suggest playing through the career a little bit just to keep the going. I mean, you level up from going through the career and you also unlock new races and missions. And new races and missions, especially the story ones, give you a heck of a lot of money. But that is not it, my friends. There is even more ways to make even more money. If we pause the game and go over to the social tab, there is a new crew system available in Need for Speed Heat. And our crew is almost level 40, which is fantastic. Now, if you go through here, the crew rewards, you can see that we get some significant rewards for leveling up our crew. Now, to level up a crew, all you need to do, join a crew and then play the game. The more rep you earn, the rep goes towards the crew. Leveling up a crew is a little bit more difficult than leveling up a player, but everyone collectively working together means you can get things like the FFXK Evo, but also a 10% bank bonus. My crew is actually open in case you wanted to join this. You can request to join. Unfortunately, the crew's limited to 32 people. We have 1 slot left. In fact, I'm actually gonna add someone right now. 76 of you! I'd pick one at random. Boom. You can join the crew. Yes, what I'm going to be doing is swapping people out of the crew. If people are online for a few days, I'm going to swap them out. You can join back again, but I want to make it fair so people can join in with us. The Deluxe Edition gives you a further 5% bonus, I believe. And this is vital towards this method because if you're doing the same events and fast traveling everywhere, fast travel to the safe houses. If you don't have that safe house unlocked, make sure you drive to it and they're the nearest one to your event. So for example, if this was my favorite event, unlock this safe house by driving to it and entering, and then you can fast travel back to this location very easily every time. Now, the same thing works for night. Obviously, it's different because it's rep-based. The same exact method works. You go out to a race, you redo it, and then once you've done it twice, it's a little bit different at night because you can't really fast travel per se, but bank, go back out, get it again. It's a little bit more different at night, obviously, because the longer you survive, the better. But if you want to keep grinding the same races, this is how you do it. I said that wasn't the only tip, and I am not lying to you. We're on our way to another thing that's going to help you make a lot of money and rep pretty easily. So what we're going to do a quick skirt. And as you can see, I've marked something on the map. Now, this is a speed trap, I think they're called in this game. They change the name so often, I actually forget. So let's go through. I messed it up. Oh, yeah, 160, baby. 160, baby. Boom. What do we get? 2,500 bank, and that is obviously in the day. So in the night, you would get rep. What's that? He got 1,600. How on earth did he do that? Back down the hill with 160. Oh, he got 2,500. How did he do? Did you notice something here? Except the fact that I'm driving really badly. Have you noticed that I can keep doing it as many times as I want and getting money? Yes. The same rule, at least I don't think, because I've not done it enough times yet, doesn't apply to these events. You can keep redoing these events back and forth. Now, there are easier events to do. You can do drift ones, for example. You can do actual ones in the city, because generally they don't require as higher speed. But ultimately, you can just keep going again and again and getting money and rep from these things. What's he going to get this time? Well, he's going to get the 2 stars. 1,600. Don't mind if I do. You can just keep doing it. How did they miss this? I know full well that this one is probably going to be removed pretty quickly, but in terms of the garages and stuff, that is not really, it's not a glitch. It's literally you following the rule of the world. For example, you're doing a race and then going to the garage and doing the race again. Now, granted, keep progressing through the game. Ignore all of this if you're very early on. Just play through the game a little bit. And if you're really dying for money, well, you can use this method right from the beginning of the game. Just find an event that makes you the most money and do it on that. As you progress through the game, you'll unlock higher level and higher money events. And I highly recommend doing that. Even if you find an event you really, really, really like. There was one in the city that I quite liked. But if you see the exclamation mark over this event, that means there is 2 levels to it. So you can switch the pages. Now, here's where another tip is going to come in. I know, I'm full of tips today. The event's with 2 levels to it. So this is the harder difficulty and it pays out more money. Do the event twice on the harder difficulty. Once you've done it twice on the harder difficulty, can you guess where this is going? Switch to the easy difficulty and you'll be able to do it once or twice on that. That way you maximize your time outside loading menus and the like, so easy peasy. Sorted, mate. I know a lot of you will be wanting to jump to the faster cars if you're struggling in the career, but I'm actually going to suggest not to do that. Well, that's a good idea. Lamborghinis and the like are, just like in real life, quite overly expensive. What you do want to do is go all the way to the beginning of the list. I know this sounds absolutely crazy, but if you spend very little money on your cars, you can upgrade them hugely. This Volkswagen Beetle could be tuned into being one of the fastest cars in the game. I'm actually going to pick it and show you because it costs 18 grand. Jump inside the garage with me new whip.
Hello, beautiful. I'm talking to the car.
Yeah, I'm sure you are. Right, take this car, and then what we're going to do is go into the performance customization, and obviously we can install the upgrades as per normal, or engine swap, which is the new feature. Very quickly, we're at 245 with this car, and we've not really spent too much money. We've put 84 grand into it, or 88 grand total. I guess 100k, and we've got a car that's better than most Lamborghinis and the like. So don't miss out on getting these cheap boys. And thus is my money tips for this game so far. Play through the game, join a crew, do lots and lots of races, and realize that it's kind of easy on this game. Honestly, the cars are so cheap. The thing that gets you is the parts. 2,500. Thank you for getting my money. But thank you so much for joining us for this video. Hopefully it did help you. Be sure to smash the like, share your tips down below in the comments. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Until next time, peace.